It is typically the busiest travel season of the year, but COVID-19 is definitely slowing things down.
Health experts say it's safer to just stay home, and they recommend doing that. But if you are considering a trip this holiday season, WCCO's Erin Hassanzadeh shows us what travel experts say you can expect.
If you've been eyeing that cheap flight home for Thanksgiving, there's a lot you need to know before you book.
Travel, of course, is very much a personal decision. And, this trip for us, we didn't take lightly. We quarantined before we left. When we return back to Minnesota, we are going to get tested.
Those poolside palms are not a Zoom background. Jared Komrowski, founder of Thrifty Traveler, is on his first trip since the pandemic hit.
Everybody was masking up. Everyone was social distancing for the most part, at the boarding gates. And, at least for Delta, they're boarding from the back of the plane first.
While some airlines are doing things like extra cleaning and requiring masks, keeping your distance is impossible on a full flight. And different airlines have different policies. Delta and Alaska Airlines are blocking middle seats through January 6th. Southwest is doing the same until the end of the month. But others don't.
It's very important to do your homework.
The prep work doesn't stop once you book a flight. When you get to your destination, you may have to quarantine or provide a negative COVID test result.
And this stuff is changing all the time, kind of one of those hurdles that you need to cross before you can actually get on that flight.
In New York, for example, travelers have to get tested a few days before flying, then quarantine for the first 3 days of travel and get a test on day 4. As of Tuesday, Chicago requires anyone traveling from Minnesota to quarantine for 2 weeks. Minnesota doesn't have these restrictions right now, though the governor of Wisconsin has asked Wisconsinites not to travel and to celebrate the holidays with the people in their household.
In April, we had only about 5% of the people flying who flew the year before. Now we're usually up above 30% of last year's numbers.
MSP International is expecting the most flyers it's seen since the pandemic hit this holiday season, but health experts recommend thinking twice before you pack your bags. Erin Hassanzadeh, WCCO 4 News.